Apex batches have a strength of around 25 odd students in one batch, in one class. Now I'll call it as the optimal batch size. Why optimal batch size? Why 25 number is an optimal for you? Now what we have seen in our experience is if your batch strength is lower than 25, your peer-to-peer learning doesn't happen. Obviously for the teaching part, teacher is there, but there is a very important learning which we call it as peer-to-peer learning, and which doesn't happen if your batch size is lower than 25. And if your batch size moves upper to the 25 number, that reach 40, 50, 60, 100, then I think you shouldn't be using the word personalization in any way. No human can handle more than 25 to 30 students in a class and can call it a personalized service. It was very difficult for us to handle, and that's our experience tells. The optimal size is 25, and that's what this Apex batch strength is. One more important aspect is every batch has a 8 to 9 teachers panel, in which 5 to 6 teachers are the senior most teachers, and there are 3 to 4 teachers which are the helping teachers. In a way, the teachers who would be checking the test, the doubts and everything. So the whole panel of 8 to 9 teachers would be there to handle that 25 odd students. So when even in the class, the teacher-student ratio would be 1:25, and if we take the panel into thing, so 9 teachers would be there in a panel, 8 to 9 teachers who would be taking care of a batch. Ability-based models. Now in the total education industry, there are two kinds of models. One is the ability-based model and one is the time-based models. तो अभी तक आपने जो देखा है that is called a time-based model. Just like in your school or college times, what you have seen is that you are promoted to the next class even if you are getting 50% or 60 or a 70 or 80. In an ability-based model, what exactly happens is you are promoted only to the next level only when you are hitting the 100% or a 100 percentile. The point what I'm saying is till now you have seen a time-based model, that is you complete a year. Even let's say I'm talking about your 10th standard, let's say for an example, let's say you got 80%. If you are getting 80%, doesn't it means that you have a confusion or you don't understand the 20% syllabus of yours? But then also you're promoted to the 11th standard and the 12th standard. So this is called a time-based model. In a time-based model, your promotion to the next level is not based on the ability, but based on the time. Even if you get 100, 90, 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, maybe 30, they might fail you, but beyond 30, most of the school and universities will promote you to the next level. So what exactly happens in that case is whatever the confusions, whatever the things which you were not able to understand at a level will keep on magnifying as you will move to the next level and all, because that would be, every level would be the foundation to the next level. So what we do in our system is we run an ability-based model. Just I have introduced you all the series. Your movement from one series to another is not based on time, and it is based upon your ability. Whenever you are covering reaching 70 percentile, you would enter 7 percentile groups. When you would be reaching 90 percentile, you will be in 90 percentile groups. So it is not a time-based model. So what exactly are the implications? The implications is your course may usually on an average, let's say one course would be completed in 4 months or 5 months. Someone can take 6 months even, and someone could even complete it in 3 months. Reason being, actually, it will be based upon how well or how, I would say, fast you're moving through the course or how much slower you're moving. Our Apex batches have an adaptive model. So the adaptive and the course correction process actually takes place. What exactly it means? If you are in any course, on every weekend there is a window which we can call it as an evaluation window. In that evaluation window, students are free to take evaluation test, on the basis of which they can move from one series to the another series. And even these evaluation tests are also taken as a step for adaptive or a correction process. I meant to say, let's say in one of the batch, the reading comprehension people are doing a lot of mistakes, let's say. Most of the education companies will have a very fixed course cycles. For example, they would tell you in the starting that they will have 3 classes of RC or 4 classes of CR or arithmetic or algebra. They will be just telling you all these numbers. But in our process, what exactly is happening is even your results, even your performance in an evaluation test will make a changes in the course movement. I meant to say, if let's say there is a decision of taking 8 classes for one particular topic, let's say algebra, let's say, and there is in an evaluation test the performance is not good, it can even increase from 8 to 10 to 12 classes in the algebra. So this adaptive process or the course correction process is also a part of the Apex batches. The reason being, the adaptive process is actually a precursor to the ability-based model. We are not here to complete the course, we are here to make everyone able to reach their optimal level. One more aspect of Apex batches is the selective enrollment. So it is not like that everyone can join the Apex batch. We have a selective enrollment process. So in the starting you have to register and go through a mapping process, which I've already told you. And after that, a selection, a kind of a process happens, and in many of the cases in last year we rejected the students for our Apex batches. If the teachers panel think that we wouldn't be able to do justice with any of the candidate profiles, we even reject the cases. So it has happened in the last year. So it is a selective enrollment process which happens through a starting mapping process or a mapping test.